Hey guys, James from the Research Revolution. What you're looking at here is an X-ray. Mystery infection linked to water targets healthy, fit people in our area. I'm on CBS Philly in Philadelphia. A medical mystery is being investigated in Montgomery County to learn more about lung infection that has been linked to water. The disease is called non-tuberculosis mycobacteria, or NTM. It's a lung infection similar to tuberculosis that is caused by a bacteria found mainly in water, but also in soil and in the air. Doctors say NTM is rare, but the number of patients is growing. The unlikely victims are white, thin, postmenopausal women who live in affluent neighborhoods around Philadelphia's main line. This is being researched very intensively right now. This is in all our water, she says. We are exposed to it every day when we take a shower. Let me repeat that. This is in all of our water, she says. We are exposed to it every day when we take a shower. Dr. Landy doesn't want to cause unnecessary hysteria and emphasizes that the lung infection is very rare. She says she treats about 100 patients a year. Symptoms include cough and fatigue. A study from the American Thoracic Society and National Institutes of Health in 2012 identified 7 significant clusters of NTM around the country. One of the clusters we found in the greater Philadelphia metropolitan area, where significant clusters were identified in Montgomery County. You're kidding. Have you hurt yourself by drinking water? Says Karen, who lives nearby Westchester, was diagnosed with NTM in May. She's being treated with antibiotics until September and has installed a special water filter in order to avoid re-exposure. NTM causes the 54-year-old to struggle with fatigue and respiratory illnesses. But Karen makes sure to stay in shape, which ironically made her more susceptible. She says she was rocked when she found out that being healthy and fit can put you at risk for the disease. NIH reported also noted that most NTM patients had higher education and income levels. The infection is difficult to identify. The diagnosis is tricky and it is often delayed. I will see patients as well as others that have been undiagnosed for several years. This seems engineered. Dr. Landy says microbacteria can be especially dangerous when aerosolized in the shower or from a humidifier and even with dirt that blows up in the air. Philip Liedeman has never heard of NTM, but he says he learned about the lung infection fast after his wife Fern was diagnosed. They live in another NTM hotspot in Florida. The lung infection eventually killed her. She was such an amazing person, said Philip, but she is in my heart and with our children in their hearts and with our grandchildren, he stated in an online NTM support group, but not everyone is at risk. Dentists issue warning regarding, sorry about that. Doctors say African Americans and people who are heavy tend to not get NTM enough, though the bacteria that causes it is everywhere. So why do only certain people develop the infection? We don't know, says Dr. Landy. A lot of people are trying to figure that out right now, but that's not really understood right now. Aqua Pennsylvania, which supplies water to our area, says it doesn't test for the bacteria because it is not a regulated contaminant, and there is no EPA-approved method to measure it. Switching to bottled water isn't necessarily the answer because the bacteria can be in so many places, but it only causes problems for the unfortunate few. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Yikes. Seems engineered. And it's really weird that it's only affecting fit people. That's kind of strange. In affluent neighborhoods? Huh. And it's in the water? This has been James, guys, from the Research Revolution.